Hey bros, how's your day going? So last couple of weeks we've been reading the war chapters in Book of Mormon. I think they're some of my favorite chapters. Some of the biggest studs of the Book of Mormon reveal themselves in these chapters. I've told you before, Teancum, he's my favorite character. And so it talks about Teancum and some of these wicked guys like Malachi and all these Lamanite war chiefs. And anyway, I just realized as I was thinking about these war chapters, I suddenly became quite insecure sharing my thoughts on them because there's 4 seminary teachers in this group. I'm not going to be able to enlighten seminary teachers. So what I decided to do was tell you about one of the best sporting events I've ever watched on the weekend. And so the NHL of Jiu-Jitsu, there's a match called the ADCC, and it's all the best Jiu-Jitsu players. They get together, and historically, it's been the only high-level tournament for these guys, or it's the highest level tournament that's been available to these guys. And the funny thing is the winner of the tournament would take home $10,000. Seems crazy, right? Because most of these guys devote their entire lives to training for this, and it's literally for the best jiu-jitsu player in the world. And so the guy who's won it, I think it's been a few years in a row, maybe even 7 years in a row, is Gordon Ryan. Anyway, the second best jiu-jitsu guy, the guy that is always competing against him for first, his name's Craig Jones. And so Craig Jones, he's always thought this has been like a huge scam. That the only person that gets paid in the tournament is the winner, and the winner only gets $10,000. And then there's just a bunch of other antics where they're trying to be exclusive about who can watch it, and they're charging money to watch it, and streaming it. Anyway, so what Craig Jones did is he started, this was his first year, he did it in Vegas, the same place, the same weekend as the ADCC. He started what's called the Craig Jones Invitational Tournament. And so his tournament, there's 2 weight categories. There's 80 plus kilos and there's less than 80 kilos and kilos. And so it's a round robin tournament. I believe they had to fight 4, maybe 5 matches to get to the finals. Obviously, being round robin, if you win, you advance. And then the final 2 fighters fight for $1 million. But here's the catch. Every person in the tournament gets paid $10,001. So every fighter, just to show it, gets paid $10,001, which is $1 more than the winner of the ADCC. The winner of both the 80 plus and the less than 80 kilo gets $1 million. And he also had a $20,000 bonus for the most exciting player, and a $50,000 bonus for the best submission. So anyway, there's a lot of hoopla and antics about who's going to attend what tournament, but as far as I could tell, most of the best grapplers ended up switching from the ADCC to the Craig Jones Invitational. Funny thing is it was also, the Craig Jones Invitational was streamed live for free on YouTube. So I don't know how he made any money or what was going on there, but he's basically turning the table over in the jiu-jitsu world, and he created this awesome tournament, and I watched a whole bunch of it on the weekend, and the fights were awesome, like so good. So just as proof, just to get you just to tantalize your taste buds about the jiu-jitsu sport, I'm gonna send you a fight. It was between, I forget the guy's, Andrew Pickett or something like that, and Cade Rotullo, and anyway, it was a semifinal match, and it was psycho. It was so good. you kind of have to appreciate it in that, like, I know Drew will appreciate it and Wade will appreciate it, having wrestled, but how much effort and stamina is required to put as much intensity into the fight that these guys did for 3 5-minute rounds. Anyway, I'll send you the match. It's definitely worth watching. It's super cool. And the guy Cade, I won't tell you. I'll leave it. Yeah, I won't tell you. But the final for the $1 million in 80 plus kilo wasn't super exciting. It was over. It was a good fight, but it was over pretty quick. I think it went like 2 minutes. But the final in the under 80 went a full 5 minutes. Sorry, 5 rounds, 5 minutes each. And it was pretty intense too, but it was a very different fight than the one I'm going to show you. So, hope you enjoy it. Hope you're having a great day.